Hello everyone, welcome to the table. What we're going to do today is a bit of an unboxing or like an un-PDFing, I don't know what you would call that, but I want to take a look at low fantasy gaming. Pickpocket Press was kind enough to send me a code so I could check out the Low Fantasy Gaming Deluxe Edition. You can get, I guess you call it the Basic Edition. It's actually on their website. You can go look it up. But this is the Deluxe Edition, and I was very excited about this because it expands on the game. Now, in the future, we'll be able to take more in-depth looks at what comes in here. But what I wanted to do was show you what comes in your PDF purchase. You can pick this up on DriveThruRPG. And you know, your price may vary depending on sales, things like that when you go for it. But check it out. It's actually really worth it. Now, the Deluxe has more artwork, a lot of things compared over the Basic, but it has a lot of really fantastic rules. So what we're going to do is just kind of flip through here and show some differences between the black and white edition and the color. So when you get your PDF, that's the two versions that come in it. And the only difference I saw between the black and white version and the color is some of the artwork has been changed. And actually, I think it looks great. So with the color, there's actually a lot of fantastic artwork. So if I can get the pages to turn here. Now, like I said, we'll eventually go over, look at a lot of the content, things that you get. And what we're going to do is just kind of go back and forth between the black and white version, and you'll see where some of the artwork changes. Now, I had to admit, when I was thinking about, you know, which I prefer, do I prefer color, do I prefer black and white? Normally, I prefer full color images and artwork, but when I was going through the black and white images here, it really brought back a sense of nostalgia for when I was playing some of the original, like Dungeons and Dragons. They all have that black and white artwork. But their black and white artwork is really good. This is really, really good stuff. So I'm really hard pressed to say if I prefer the color or the black and white. The color, they have a lot of great artwork as well. So I also enjoy kind of the parchment background. Now when you print, a lot of people are going to prefer black and white. So I think it's really cool of them to have included the black and white version for just that purpose. And there's a lot of pages to flip through, so we're not going to flip through everything, but just to give you an idea of what some of the interior looks like. You got Barbarian, Bard, Cultist to me is more like your cleric kind of a thing. So a lot of the traditional classes are there, just some of the naming conventions might be a little bit different. But again, we're just kind of flipping through, looking at some of the artwork, fighters. I know it's not a review, but so far I've really been pleased with the rule system as I've read it. It's not overly complicated. We'll hit in some more specifics when we delve deeper into it. So again, just kind of flipping through, I'm going to show you what some of the interior looks like. Yeah, so the black and white I think is also really, really good to read. Some people, I know, they just prefer the black and white anyway, a little bit easier on the eyes. It feels like for some folks. So there we go. Got some more content there. Rangers, monks, rogues. Yeah, without getting too depth, they have a pretty good selection of character classes, which is something I like to see. One of the problems when I look at like a retro clone or something like that, it's just the 4 base classes, which, you know, is really all you need to make kind of a rounded party. But I do like to see some advanced stuff like, you know, rangers and whatnot. So to have a few extra classes in here is good. He's got equipment, of course. And if we flip back to color, there's the monk, the ranger. Then it goes back into unique features. Then it's got some of the equipment. Oh, there's some pictures there. So again, just to kind of give you an idea of what's inside, let me see if I go back where the equipment start. Just to show an example of how things are just a little bit different between the black and white and color. So here we start with the equipment. Got a nice black and white drawing here. And then on the color, it's the same section, the page numbers match up exactly, but they just changed the artwork to some of the items that were more line art friendly. But that's pretty much it. So if you've ever been curious about what comes in the Low Fantasy Gaming Deluxe set as far as the PDF goes. You're going to get a full color and a black and white. The content is exactly the same, except some of the art has been changed to accommodate black and white printing or your full color experience. Later on, we'll be taking a look at the color hardcover book just so you can see how that feels, and eventually we'll be doing some additional reviews, content, what exactly comes in here. But for now, I just want you to see what comes in the PDF. Go check it out. I think it's well worth your time. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.